Go right to your latest book that's out, Murder in the Ile Saint-Louis, which I'm probably mispronouncing. Marianne Golding from the university is going to introduce us to the beginning of the book, and then we'll get a feeling of what your writing is like. Marianne?
Paris, February 1995, Monday night. Aimee Leduc sensed the scent of spring in the air rising from the Seine and spilling through her open balcony doors. A church bell chimed outside, leaves fluttered in the breeze, and couples ducked into a nearby brasserie. It was a beautiful night on the Ile Saint-Louis, the island in the heart of Paris. She ran her chipped gigabyte green fingernails over the laptop keyboard. She had to finish system maintenance and get her client's network up and running online by 9:30. Only 27 minutes to go and she was exhausted, but she knew she'd manage it. All she had to do was concentrate, but after 5 straight hours, her brain rebelled. She rubbed her black stockinged calf with her foot. One more system to check, then voila. From somewhere under the papers piled on her desk, the phone trilled. Mills Davis, her bichon frisé, who was nestled at her feet, awoke with a bark. "Allô?" she said. She heard someone panting and the sound of a wailing siren in the distance. An obscene phone call? "Oui?" she asked in a brusque tone of voice. "You have to help me," a strange woman said. "Who's this?" "Go to the courtyard. If they catch..." "Wrong number, désolé," Aimee said, about to hang up. "They want to kill me." It was a young woman's voice, rising in panic. "They want my..." Static obscured the rest of her sentence. "Please, now!" "What do you mean?" Aimee leaned forward, shoulders tensed. "I can't explain. There's no time and they'll hear me." "What kind of joke? Please, Aimee." She still didn't recognize the voice. "Do I know you?" "They'll kill. I trust you." Aimee gripped the phone harder. "Me? Look, if you're frightened, call the flic." A car engine started. No flic, no hospital. "Who is this?" You're the only person who can help me now. Go to the courtyard. It will just be for a few hours, please, and don't tell anyone." The line went dead. The hair on Aimee's neck rose. She hit the callback symbol and got a recorded message saying that the public phone she'd reached couldn't accept calls. 24 minutes to her work deadline. But the call had unnerved her. She couldn't concentrate. It would only take a moment to reach the courtyard. She pressed save and slipped her feet into the black kitten heels under her desk. The parquet floor on the long hall in her 17th century townhouse apartment creaked under her feet. She rooted through take-out Indian menus in the drawer of the secrétaire near the front door, found her Beretta, and checked the cartridge. She went downstairs to the courtyard, shivering as she kept to the shadows, gripping the pistol in her pocket. The glint of the half-moon spread a luminous glow over the building's ivy-covered walls. The soft air was almost palpable. It was a rare, clear night with stars thick in the sky. An aroma composed of algae mingling with wet stone wafted from the Seine, which was swollen with melted snow. They had endured freak level 3 snowstorms in January, and now, courtesy of El Niño, a seductive February warmth had forced half the population into tank tops and the cherry trees in Jardin du Luxembourg into early bloom. Apprehensive, she paused to scan the courtyard. Who was her unknown caller, and why had she been picked? Aimee wondered. She made out the shapes of the green garbage containers in the corner and edged closer to them, treading warily over the damp cobblestones. By the light of her pocket flashlight, she looked around for someone hiding in the courtyard. "Allô? Anyone there?" she called. There was no answer, no movement in the shadows. No one was concealed behind the gnarled pear tree encased by a circular metal grill that stood near the bins. Then something behind the containers moved. She raised the Beretta, stepped closer, and took aim. A denim jacket with a collar embroidered with blue beads was wrapped around a bundle of some sort. The jacket trembled. A mewling sound came from it. She shook her head. A sick joke. Kittens? Had the roaming orange tabby that the concierge fed produced another litter? Like the one the concierge left scraps for in the rear garden of Notre Dame across the footbridge? She'd been stupid to take the telephone caller's bet with her deadline looming. Most likely she'd been lured here by a rival, a competitor who knew what was at stake. Her fingers relaxed their grip. She leaned down and parted the lapels of the beaded denim jacket. A tiny, pinched red face stared up at her. A baby.